Hi, Peter Mary here, the Fun Wedding Guy. And today I'm recording this episode in a hotel room in Toronto, Canada. I've spent the last 2 days just sharing stories and ideas with some of the top DJ entertainers in Canada who have come together just to kind of get to know each other a little bit better and share some of their best practices and some of their thoughts on how they do their business. And today was the last day. We had a very fruitful time together, and probably the thing that was most meaningful to me was at the end, Bill James, the guy who was moderating, asked every participant as they went around the circle to share why they do what they do. And they do a lot of events, but most of them are wedding entertainers like myself. And I have to tell you, the thing that was most amazing to me was seeing how many of these professional business people, grown men and a few ladies as well, just opened their hearts and shared about experiences they had had that had shown them just how much power there was in doing a job where you get to provide entertainment and make people happy on a day that's supposed to be one of the happiest days of their life. And sharing about the experiences that they've gone through in creating those memories for people and why it's lit a fire in them to want to give up their weekends and want to give up that time that most people get to spend relaxing with their families to go out and provide entertainment, sometimes for rooms full of strangers. Because when it's all said and done, they've helped create memories for those people that will often last for a lifetime. And many of the people who were sharing actually came to the point of tears as they were sharing the passion that they have for doing what they do and providing the very best service and experience that they can for their couples. And I felt that way for a long time, and it was so invigorating and inspiring and motivating to see so many people who had the same kind of feelings and the same kind of drive and desire to create these moments that people are going to talk about. And one of the things that I was asked to share earlier in the day was the art of using special recordings to create memorable moments. And as we shared some of those with each other earlier in the morning, I saw several grown men that were tearing up as we were sharing these moments that had been created for weddings for people they'd never even met or heard of. But when they could hear a recording of a bride leaving a message for her dad in the middle of the father-daughter dance song, and the emotion in her voice that was unmistakable, they didn't need to know who they were. They could feel how special those moments had been. And I think it lit a fire in them as well to keep striving to do what they do to the best level possible. And so I thought I'd reflect on that a little bit today. I'm going to be flying back home tomorrow. Can't wait to see my wife. And really looking forward to Easter service at my church. We're going to be at Angels Stadium this Sunday. And it's going to be a lot of fun seeing all of my fellow church attenders and members packed into Angels Stadium to celebrate Easter. And I'm looking forward to that. But I have to tell you that these last 2 days have just continued to remind me why I love working in the wedding industry and why I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of doing this. I've shared with people that what I do today and the level at which I do it and the amount of work and effort I put into creating these personally fun, unique events for my clients, I've never worked harder than I do right now, and yet I've never felt more rewarded. And I don't mean what I make for a living. I'm talking about the emotional reward of seeing the smiles on people's faces and seeing a father of the bride whose knees start to buckle as he cries when he hears that recorded message that the bride recorded. And getting a hug at the end of the night from the groom, not just the bride, but from the groom, or even the parents as they tell me how grateful they were that I could help them make this such a fun celebration. And so these last 2 days have just been a valuable investment for me. And if you are in the wedding industry and are feeling maybe a little bit of that passion slipping, maybe you're feeling a little bit of burnout, let me encourage you to get together with some fellow professionals and maybe answer that question for yourself. Why? Why do you do this? Have there been any turning points in your history as a wedding professional that have really impacted you on why you love doing what you do. And maybe that'll help you get back in touch with that passion. For those of you in the wedding industry who don't know about it, I'll be speaking twice at the Wedding MBA show in September. And that's a fantastic place to share with other professionals and really get that fire relit. I'm a big fan of that show. This will be the I believe the fourth or fifth year in a row that I'll be speaking there. And Will Haggerty, the chancellor, the one who organizes and produces the show, he's become a very good friend. And his daughter will be getting married in November, and he's asked me to provide the entertainment and be the master of ceremonies for that wedding. And couldn't be more thrilled about that. So if you're interested as a wedding vendor, you should go to weddingmba.com and check that out. So I'm going to sign off for tonight from Toronto. Not sure what you're going to see tomorrow because I'll be flying back to LA, but I'll think of something. If you have any questions or comments you'd like to post, if you have a subject matter you'd like to see me cover, feel free to post it on our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/thefunweddingguy, or post it on the comments on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thefunweddingguy, or on our blog site itself, thefunweddingguy.com. My name is Peter Mary, and you've been watching The Fun Wedding Guy.